Hello everyone, this is Douglas E. Welch with another container garden update for A Gardener's Notebook. This morning, it's actually a damp and gray morning here in Los Angeles. We had 100-degree heat last week, and this week, last 2 days, it's actually been raining. Not normal for Southern California in early May, that is for sure. Here you can see some strawberries that are coming on in the containers again. These just keep coming back and back and back. I've noticed too, the interesting thing here is these strawberries are looking a little healthier. They're actually kind of standing more upright, and the fruit is off the ground, not lying on the ground and stuff like that. And so that's actually looking like they're doing a little bit better. It's probably time to consider top dressing these again with some worm casting, so probably do that before too long. The nasturtiums are no longer seedlings, really. They're turning into full-blown plants here. Looks like almost all of them came up. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think I planted 10. Oh, actually, I see a smaller one popping up down there. So looks like 90 to 95% germination on those. So those will be pretty once they start to flower. Now here in the parsley pots, they're interesting. I'm actually seeing this is a flower stalk coming off of the parsley. I think maybe I'll have to trim him back and take these flowers off. We want to get him bushier, not sort of like the basil. We want to get him bushy, not throwing off all sorts of flowers. With herbs, of course, you're going for the leaves, not for the flowers. The lemon thyme I planted a week or so ago is settling into its pot nicely. It's not showing any signs of wilting or anything, and it should be nice in the coming months. I'm hoping this kind of spreads out and fills this pot up along with the peppermint here on the right, and we'll just have a nice herb pot here. Maybe if I can find a third thing to go in here. The poor basil that was here is struggling. It's barely holding on there. Probably just end up pulling it out before too long. Checking in here on our potting bench, we have our camphor seedlings here, and they're actually pretty well, looking pretty well. They're starting to grow. I keep kind of rotating them to keep them from running towards the sun, but they're looking like they're doing well. Down here in the front, these are the jacaranda seeds that I planted. They are not showing any sign of anything just yet. Now in the back is the Ficus Benjamina seeds that I planted in these pots, and I actually have one seedling coming up right there. Now, I don't know if that's a Ficus Benjamina seedling or not. I won't know until it gets bigger. It could be just something that existed in my compost before. That does sometimes happen. The seeds do stay in that soil, and they will germinate when you start to water. So we'll have to wait for him to get bigger and see what happens. Down here in the front, you can see I'm actually, as a kind of a test, I've actually started some cuttings in just plain water. We have a jasmine here. We have in the right-hand jar a Clytostoma vine. We also have some rosemary in there, and I'm going to see if they start to give us any roots just being in plain water. I do keep these in a shadier part of the yard just so the algae doesn't grow in the water and stuff like that, but it'll be interesting to see. And then in the back we have our rosemary cuttings looking rather sad. I think next week I'm going to tip those out. I think it'll be about 6 weeks. I'll tip those out and I'll see if any of them have any roots at all. They don't all look dead, but they're pretty sad and bedraggled, so it'll be interesting to see if they got any roots. Those that do, I'll pot on further, and if they don't, perhaps why they didn't get roots and what else I can do in the future. So even while I've been out here filming this short video, it has actually started to kind of sprinkle and mist again, and I think it's about time to head back indoors. Again, a very odd May for us here in Los Angeles, but the moisture is always welcome. I was listening to the weather report the other night, and the meteorologist seemed to indicate that we're only about received about half the rainfall that we would normally receive for the year. So it looks like another drought year here in Southern California, and time to make some plans. And of course, any rain we do get is greatly appreciated. For more information, you can always visit the website, douglasewelch.com. There you'll find links to everything that I do, including A Gardener's Notebook. Until next time, keep digging.